13.8 billion years ago. There was no time, no light, no matter. Only infinite potential existed. An endless void waiting to become something. And then everything began. In a single, unimaginable instant, energy exploded into existence. Space began to stretch in all directions, expanding faster than light itself. From that first spark, the laws of physics were born: gravity, time, and motion. The universe, once a silent void, became a roaring sea of energy. Light burst forth, flooding the newborn cosmos. Tiny particles of matter collided, merged, and scattered, creating the first fragments of reality. This was the Big Bang, the birth of our cosmos, the moment when nothing became everything. From that explosion of pure energy, chaos slowly began to find order. Galaxies, stars, and eventually planets would form from the dust of this first creation. Every atom, every particle of your body today once existed in that radiant storm of beginnings. The story of how everything came to be began in this single, extraordinary moment, the beginning of our cosmic journey. Before the Big Bang, the universe as we know it did not exist. There was no space, no time, only an infinitely dense singularity, a point of unimaginable energy and potential. It defied all understanding, a mystery that still challenges even the greatest scientific minds. And then, in less than a trillionth of a second, this singularity expanded faster than the speed of light, stretching space itself into existence. Matter and energy, bound together by the laws of physics, spread across the vast emptiness. In the first few minutes, the newborn universe was unimaginably hot and dense, a seething ocean of particles. As it cooled, those particles combined to form the first atoms, mostly hydrogen and helium, the simplest elements in existence. These humble elements would one day become the foundation of stars, and stars would become the factories of life. Tiny ripples, subtle imperfections in the density of space, shaped the universe's grand structure. These faint fluctuations determined where matter would gather, forming invisible threads of cosmic architecture. From these ripples came galaxies, and from galaxies came everything we see today. This astonishing transformation from nothing into everything marks the very beginning of our cosmic story. Hundreds of millions of years after the Big Bang, the universe began to calm. The radiation faded and the darkness deepened. Then slowly, gravity began to draw gas and dust together. In those gathering clouds, the first stars were born. Massive, brilliant, and short-lived, these early stars burned fiercely, fusing hydrogen into heavier elements. They lived fast, shone bright, and died young, ending their lives in spectacular explosions known as supernovae. Each explosion scattered precious elements across the expanding universe: carbon, oxygen, iron, the essential ingredients of planets, oceans, and living things. Supernova after supernova filled space with stardust. Over billions of years, this stardust clumped together again, forming new generations of stars, new galaxies, and new worlds. Gravity sculpted the universe into vast cosmic islands, each one containing billions of suns, drifting through endless space. Even now, the universe continues to expand. Galaxies move farther apart, and the faint echo of the Big Bang, the cosmic microwave background, still hums softly across all of space, a whisper from the dawn of time. Stars are born, live, and die, just like living beings. When massive stars run out of fuel, their cores collapse, triggering cataclysmic explosions that forge new elements. These cosmic deaths are not an end, but a beginning, for they seed the universe with the raw materials for creation. From this cycle of birth and destruction, new stars and planetary systems are formed. Around one ordinary star, our sun, a small, rocky planet began to take shape. This world would become Earth, a fragile blue dot, adrift in an ocean of stars. From the ashes of dying stars came new worlds. It is a cycle of death and rebirth that has continued for billions of years, an eternal rhythm of creation, written into the fabric of space itself. Every galaxy, every planet, every life form owes its existence to this grand cosmic recycling, a story written in starlight. On one of these worlds, life emerged, at first simple and microscopic. Then, over eons, it evolved into complex, thinking beings, creatures capable of looking up at the night sky and wondering where they came from. For the first time, the universe became aware of itself. Beings made of stardust began to question their own origins, to search for meaning in the vastness of the cosmos. In every heartbeat, in every breath, the universe reflects upon its own creation through us. Every atom in your body was once part of a star. The calcium in your bones, the iron in your blood, the oxygen you breathe, all forged in the hearts of ancient suns. You are not separate from the cosmos. You are its continuation, its living expression. But the story isn't over. The universe continues to expand. Galaxies drift apart, new stars are born, and old ones fade into darkness. Perhaps in the distant future, everything will grow cold and still. Or perhaps one day, the universe will begin anew. From nothingness to everything, the story of the universe is still being written, and we are a part of every chapter. In this vast cosmic journey, we are not just observers. We are the universe, awakening to its own existence.